from the campus of Riverside High School in Lake City, Arkansas. NEA Sports coverage of high school basketball is back on the air. Marcus Carlton and Garrett Weaver here with you tonight. For Garrett, the only way I know to describe this is just a very classic Hatfield and McCoy's type rivalry.
That's a good one. You've been thinking about that all day.
I've been working on that one all day.
Absolutely. It is. There's not a lot of love lost. I've said that hundreds of times. While you're in school, I mean, it gets better when you get out, and everybody, realizes that they're not bad people after all. But while you're in school as a player, this is a big one. It's one that you always want to win. Obviously, every game matters, but sometimes these mean a little bit more.
Well, if you haven't figured out what we're talking about tonight, you're going to have the host Riverside Rebels and the visiting BIC Mustangs. We've got about 9.5 minutes before we tip off tonight, and we've got a lot to do. So we're going to go ahead and step away for a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have a little bit of info on BIC.
National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
Our journey began way back in 1891 with a group of folks who believed that this community deserved a local bank. Well, it's been over 130 years, and we're still the only true community bank in Northeast Arkansas. Our core beliefs in supporting the places that we call home hasn't changed, and it never will. We care about you. We care about our communities, because every journey matters.
We are back here at the Riverside Athletic Complex, Lake City, Arkansas. Rivalry game starting off our week.
Can't think of a better way to start a Monday.
No. This is a good national championship maybe, but
but
this is an enjoyable game too. So we'll talk a little bit about BIC here for just a second. They have a two-headed monster. They got a couple kids that can really play. I had the privilege of covering them a couple weeks ago. They played Manila. I covered that game, and Cale Gathright had a huge first half. He really kept them in it early in that one. Leo Contreras with a huge second half. Both of them finished with over 20 points. I think they combined for 46 that night. So both these two can really fill it up. Just high volume scorers. Gathright makes his living a little more behind the three-point line, but can shoot the mid-range jumper, still can get to the rim. Contreras, slasher first, really looking to get to the rim if he can off the dribble, but he can pull up and shoot that little floater mid-range jumper, but can step out and shoot the three if need be. So, they really depend on those two for about 85% or so of their scoring. Braxton Matheny's a big body. He can step out and shoot the three, though. So, they have other options as well, but those two offensively are really where they depend a lot every night.
So would it be safe to say the X factor for BIC would be whoever steps up into that number 3 spot?
If somebody like a Braxton Matheny can go get you 12 to 15 points, hit a couple big shots to keep the defense honest off of those two, I think it'll really help them for sure, night in, night out.
All right, well, there's your report on the BIC Mustangs. We're going to step aside for a break, and when we come back, we're going to...
If you have to lift, kick, catch, hit, run, pitch, crossover, try again, and again, and again, you need Way-Good. With 15 grams of protein and only 90 calories, the original protein shake on a stick was created to fuel you to victory. Find us online, or if you're ready to refuel today, shoot us an email at coach@way-good.com.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Milligan Heating and AC works to serve the Northeast Arkansas community in meeting all of your HVAC needs. Give Justin Milligan a call at 870-243-2820.
Whether it's your home or your business, Delta Glass is Northeast Arkansas's clear choice for superior glass products and services. Delta Glass is known for their internally produced insulated glass units, providing quick and precise replacements for most all windows. If you've just completed your dream home or a recent remodel, Delta Glass provides the most sought-after custom shower enclosures and mirrors in the industry. Storefront glazing can create an inviting professional atmosphere for any business facility. Delta Glass specializes in custom design and fabricated storefront systems for all sizes and styles. If you're in need of superior glass products and services that are second to none in the region, call Delta Glass today at 870-520-6290 or visit them on Dan Avenue in Jonesboro.
Today, I'm a nurse practitioner.
I'm a fire chief.
An auto body instructor.
But it all started with a dream.
Classes, homework, and tests have been replaced.
With leading a team of brave men and women.
Caring and healing.
Helping men and women achieve.
Today, I'm a nurse practitioner.
I'm a fire chief.
I'm an auto body instructor.
Thanks to Black River Technical College.
My name is Austin Reeves, and I'm from Newark, Arkansas. I'm very proud of where I'm from. My family, my friends, my coaches, my teammates, and my community. They helped shape me into the person with a strong work ethic, into a person who believed in themselves, into a person who takes chances, into a person who dared to dream. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glen Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
For 50 years, Black River Technical College has offered quality, affordable education to prepare students for the job they want. We're here to help you make a better life for yourself and your family. We're Black River Technical College.
And we welcome you back here to the Riverside High School Athletic Complex. Real quickly, Garrett, tell us a little bit about the Riverside Rebels.
So Riverside comes in tonight 23-5, 11-0 in the conference. Got a chance to run the table in the conference. Ultra talented squad. They're led by 3 1,000-point career scorers. So they have a ton of talent. That's not all they have on this team. So just really, really good team. Those 3, Brayson Timms, Thatcher Durham, Cash Gillis, all 3 super, super talented kids. But like I said, that's not it. I mean, Daniel Couch, number 23, he's a sophomore. He's really good. Tucker Emery's really good. Bryce Smith's really good. They also have Maddox Stone's hurt right now, but they've got guys, they've got depth, they've got star talent, they've got a lot of everything. So we'll run through the starting lineup real quick. We'll talk a little more of them as the game goes on. But for the BIC Mustangs, starting lineup, Xander Jackson, number 0. Number 1, Leo Contreras. Number 2, Junior Vasquez. Number 3, Cale Gathright. And number 4, Braxton Matheny. BIC sits 5-5 right now in this conference, battling for that 5 spot. Starting lineup for the Riverside Rebels. Number 5, Brayson Timms. Number 21, Tucker Emery. Number 23, Daniel Couch. Number 24, Thatcher Durham. And number 44, Cash Gillis. Riverside starts 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore.
All right.
Bryce Smith will have a big impact on this game too. He will come off the bench tonight, but he can play. He's quick. Almost matches the speed of Brayson Timms. So when the 2 are on the floor, they can really, really run the break.
We are just about set for tip-off here at Riverside, and another chapter of this rivalry between the Mustangs and the Rebels. Appreciate everyone joining us tonight on NEASports Facebook page and YouTube. Official Eddie Hillis steps into the circle, throws the ball up. We are underway. Riverside controls the tip. We'll see what the homestanding Rebels start with here on offense.
Going to run the wheel here. I'm sorry, that looks more like the U.
Yep. Nice double team recovery by the defense. Kick out, 3-pointer no good. Mustangs control the board, and they are on the run.
Good job of rebounding right there. They're going to have to rebound the basketball really well tonight. Gathright for 3. He's a sharpshooter now. Riverside going to have to make sure they put a hand in his face every time he crosses half court.
Extremely fast-paced to start the game. I don't think shot clock will be an issue tonight, Garrett.
Well, Riverside's going to want to play fast. If they can score 80, that's exactly what they want to do. BIC will play fast at times if need be, but they would prefer this be a lower scored basketball game. So you'll see them set up a little bit more, maybe offensively, and slow it down a little.
I say that, and we're under 10 on the shot clock now. Here's a drive and a kick. 3-pointers up, no good. Oh, I thought that was going to bounce around and fall through.
You almost spoke too soon.
Yeah. You got to love those soft rims, man.
As a shooter, you absolutely love those soft rims. Contreras was a slow starter the other night, like I said, at Manila. He had 1 point at halftime, and I think he finished with 23. So 22 second-half points. So he is a high-volume scorer, and when he gets in the zone and is able to get to the rim, he is dangerous. 3 on the way. It's going to be a little bit long, so nobody able to connect yet. Riverside going to be patient here. Try to set something up offensively, looking to get the ball inside.
Yeah, nice denial there on defense by BIC.
Well, the height advantage definitely goes to the Rebels. BIC is going to have to do a good job of helping on screens, putting a body on somebody when a shot goes up. Like right there, doesn't matter as Couch is able to knock that one down for 2.
Daniel Couch takes the lid off the rims and starts the scoring for the Rebels. 2-0 here, 5:55 left in the opening quarter of action. Riverside extending their defense out, putting a little pressure. Trying to speed up BIC, get them out of what you were talking about, where they can't control the pace of the game.
Riverside will be perfectly fine if they don't set up a play all night. If they can just run the break, hit the trail guy, that's what they want to do. if at all possible. Gathright 3. Again, a little bit long. I'm telling you, though, if he gets his feet set and he gets in rhythm, he can hit 3 or 4 in a row. So Riverside going to have to continue to find him at all times. First turnover of the basketball game.
Yeah, it looked like Gillis kind of maybe shuffled his feet and
got a little too excited. Had a little bit too much lane there.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Roadrunner. He kind of, spun his wheels a little bit before he took off.
Contreras to walk it up. This is where you're going to see BIC take a little clock here, especially in, Riverside is not. They are notorious for coming out of the gates hot. You can look up, it'll be 8-0 if you're not careful. So in a game like this so far, BIC can afford to slow it down a little bit and get a good shot. There's Matheny. I told you the other night, Benella left him open a little bit, and he was able to step out early and knock down a couple. So if he can do that tonight, BIC can hang around in this one.
Here we are back on the Rebel end of the floor. Garrett, what I'm seeing so far is the few times that they've been able to get the ball in the post, BIC is immediately on the double team.
Well, and that's what they have to do. I'm telling you, Riverside's strong. They're big. Their two bigs can really alter the game here if you let them. So anytime they catch it, you're going to have to double and make them kick it out. If they beat you from the three-point line, which they can, but you'd rather them beat you from the three-point line than just let them eat you alive inside. It's a good job of blocking out right there again.
Was. Gaithright got that foul for BIC. His team's first of the game. I was just about to say, we've made it through halfway through the first quarter with no fouls.
And that's what you want as an official and even as a player. You're able to it's a smoother game with fewer fouls. Contreras is patient. I will say that. He's not going to try to make too much happen early for sure. So if he's able to maintain some patience there and set the offense up. Good rebound there by Emery. Riverside looking to push. Couch lost the handle, but it's off of BIC. Really not much penetration. That's the best job Riverside's had all night with Durham there getting to the rim. BIC's really hedging there and not allowing them to penetrate. Playing a good little man-to-man defense is not something you would expect with the size disadvantage there, but Coach Taylor Lane has them playing with a lot of energy, and a lot of times if the harder you play, if you can play with that energy and smart, you can still play man-to-man against a team that maybe has you outsized.
What I like from what I've seen on BIC's defense on the end, they're keeping their eyes up and their communication, so when somebody does try to drive, they immediately all collapse and basically shut it down.
Well, and that's exactly, like I said, what you have to do, because if you let them get to the rim, they're going to use their size and strength.
Forced a turnover there. Gill is still fighting for it. BIC will get control.
Contreras is going to get to the rim. He's going to get to the free throw line too. So he's able to finish through contact a lot. I'm anxious to kind of see how he does as this game progresses. Couch met with a double team. No good on the shot there. BIC controls, and this is exactly the way BIC wanted to start this game. We're almost 6 minutes in, and they have a 3-2 lead. If they can keep Riverside off the scoreboard and slow this game down, as good as they are with their two scorers, this could be a basketball game for sure.
Riverside's had a couple good looks the last two possessions. They couldn't get the shots, either couldn't get the shot off or couldn't get it to fall in the post. We got a whistle and a foul on Riverside. Looks like they're going to get Tucker Emery. His first. And that is the first team foul on Riverside. Still 3-2 here. Just under 2 minutes left in the first.
Coach Taylor Lane is content with just setting something up. If he could take 20, 25 seconds off the shot clock every possession, that's exactly what he wants to do, and still get a decent look.
Yeah,
obviously, you're not going to turn down a good look three or jumper.
That's the key to it, not only being able to run the shot clock down, but being able to get a good look just like that. Oh, great block.
It's a good job of Emery recovering. He's beat there, but he's able to recover and get the rejection. If you're Riverside right now, you don't want to press the issue too much, turn the ball over, force bad shots just because it hadn't gone your way yet. Continue to be patient. Take good looks. That's a good look there from Durham, just unable to knock it down.
Followed his own shot up and in.
Good things happen when you follow your shot.
2 more on the board. Just over a minute left here in this opening. It's been a pretty quick first quarter.
Really quick first quarter.
But with only 2 fouls between the two teams, I mean, that clock keeps moving. You see, as Garrett pointed out, BIC being pretty patient here. There's a 3-pointer out of the corner, no good.
Not a bad look. It's an open look, just unable to knock it down. They're going to have to hit some of those tonight for sure. Riverside's not going to be held scoreless this entire game, you know. So one of those things where BIC, when they get those open looks, because Riverside does a good job playing defense, but at the same time they gamble. They try to take some chances, get some steals, hand in the passing lane. So BIC, when they get those open looks, they're going to have to knock them down.
Garrett, by my count, that is the 3rd, consider it point-blank range.
Mm-hmm.
That could be key later on in the game.
Absolutely.
As those add up.
Contreras gets to the rim. That's a shot he's normally going to make. So it's one of those things where, you know, both teams, a little bit of a slow, sluggish start right now. When their players start to make plays and make shots, you're going to see some points be put on the board.
1.7 left here with BIC inbounding. It's a fake. Shots up. No good. We've come to the end of 1 here at Riverside. Homestanding Rebels lead 4-3. We'll be back right after this.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glen Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
Our journey began way back in 1891 with a group of folks who believed that this community deserved a local bank. Well, it's been over 130 years, and we're still the only true community bank in Northeast Arkansas. Our core beliefs in supporting the places that we call home hasn't changed, and it never will. We care about you. We care about our communities, because every journey matters.
Quarter number 2 set to get underway here shortly. Back here at the Riverside, what you call it, the Riverside Athletic Complex?
I don't know if it has an official name. That's just what we're going to call it.
The Garrett Weaver Arena?
Shoo-wee. Yeah. Maybe in my dreams.
Caught you off guard with that, didn't I? BIC to inbound to start off the second quarter here. Still 4-3. Very, you'd almost say a baseball score after that first quarter.
Yeah, you would. BIC had a chance to go, 2 for 1 there with that last possession, but good defense there from Riverside. Deflected it on the shot. Going to have to rebound the basketball if you're Riverside. Contreras going to get some penetration here. And I'll tell you what they did well the other night was some kick-out threes. They had some good-look kick-out threes against Manila that kept them in it. And I think if they can do the same tonight, but Riverside really keying right now on Cale Gathright.
Nice dish. Missed the layup. Rebound was there.
Bryce Smith into the game, another guard into the game for the Rebels. So they're really looking to push the pace of this one a little bit.
There's a 3-pointer on the wing, no good.
Jackson's a little strong right now on a couple of those looks. We'll have to dial those in.
But these guys don't look uncomfortable.
No, absolutely.
Taking those threes. I mean,
No.
You can tell these are shots that usually fall for them.
That one rims out from Durham. It's going to be Mustang basketball. But yeah, so that's the thing. These guys, at this point of the season, 20-plus games in, they're used to that now. They know that teams are going to key on Gathright and Contreras. And so when they make a move or they get rid of the ball, they know, hey, I'm going to be open for a minute. I need to be able to knock down this shot.
Baseline drives cut off. Get it back up front. Basically reset the offense here. 6.5 left here in the second quarter.
That's a good look.
That is a good look.
And he capitalizes right there as Vasquez is able to finish underneath. I was afraid there for a second he waited too long.
Yeah.
But he's able to gather himself, go up and finish that one.
Yeah, I was right before he went up. I was about to say I think he's hesitated a little too much. Great backdoor look there.
That was beautiful. That was very well set up by Bryce Smith. Kind of sold it there. He was able to set that one up. Good pass from Brayson Timms. He was patient, let Bryce work a little bit, and found him on the back cut. Matheny with the three on the right wing, and that is a little bit short. Going to rim out. These are good look threes now that BIC is getting. You expect a few of those to fall as this one goes on.
Well, and shooting can be contagious. You know, if you get that first one to fall, it's almost like it changes everyone's attitude, and then everybody starts getting a little more confident when they put them up.
Absolutely. Timms has been quiet so far offensively, really trying to distribute a little bit more, but I look for him to kind of get going here shortly as Smith's able to.
That's another nice one.
Knife his way through there and finishes 10-5 Riverside. We're going to take a commercial break. You're watching NEA Sports Network.
It's your home or your business, Delta Glass is Northeast Arkansas's clear choice for superior glass products and services. Delta Glass is known for their internally produced insulated glass units, providing quick and precise replacements for most all windows. If you've just completed your dream home or a recent remodel, Delta Glass provides the most sought-after custom shower enclosures and mirrors in the industry. Storefront glazing can create an inviting professional business facility. Delta Glass specializes in custom design and fabricated storefront systems for all sizes and styles. If you're in need of superior glass products and services that are second to none in the region, call Delta Glass today at 870-520-6290 or visit them on Dan Avenue in Jonesboro.
5:10 left here in the second quarter as we return to action. BIC with the ball, wasted no time getting the ball down the floor. It's a long three on the way, and there you go.
He dialed that up perfectly. He was sitting there waiting. And here's the thing, if you're Riverside, you'll give him that early on because you want to take his penetration away.
Yeah.
Now, when he does not have the ball, in my opinion, you got to be up on him because you don't want him to catch in rhythm and shoot. He's a good enough shooter that if you leave him open from the top of the key, for sure, he's going to knock that down.
Timms, another nice pass on the baseline.
Durham, the beneficiary.
Yeah.
That was a nice backdoor cut there. See, they wait on Timms to make a little bit of a move, and he does so good about penetrating through any defense, zone, man, doesn't matter. Draws the defender to him and hits his man on the back cut. Gathride's been a little quiet right now, and I think that's something that BIC is able to get him in rhythm. You could see momentum shift a little bit. I thought he might shoot that one there on the catch.
Under 5 on the shot clock. Here's another long three. No good, but offensive board back up and in for Xander Jackson.
That's a strong rebound,
That was
Marcus.
a very strong rebound. 2-point game.
Hey, the crowd behind me here right now, student section behind me for BIC is really into this one.
Yeah, they were pretty hyped before the game. It's almost like they've been waiting for a reason to get loud.
Timms gets to the rim, and I think that may be his first, maybe second shot attempt. So hadn't had very many shots at this point in the game, but he's going to get to the free throw line for 2.
Foul there on Contreras for BIC. Put Timms at the line, shooting 2. Short on the first one. Looked like he short-armed that.
Well, I think he rushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things where a little bit of fatigue for a second, been a fast-paced last couple possessions, so you got to take your time, use your legs, and knock it through. Same thing on that one.
Same thing there, no legs on it. Just left it short.
Contreras, this is where he makes his living, is to draw his defender close and get around him on the dribble. Gathright with a mid-range jumper. And I said this the other night at Manila, and this is the truth. Gathright last year came off the bench. He was first guy off the bench probably for him, but came in and was just a lethal shooter, really knockdown shooter. 2, 3, 4 threes a night oftentimes. But this year he has really matured in his game as far as getting into that mid-range, and he's really excelled in shooting that mid-range jumper now.
Three-pointer, no good. Gillis up with the rebound, no good. And the board comes away to BIC.
Well, BIC just terrific job defensively. Gillis has not scored. Bryson Timms has not scored. Very uncharacteristic first half from those two. So BIC got to be very happy with 2.5 to go here of what they've done on the defensive end of the floor for sure.
Good block there by Daniel Couch. Brings the ball all the way. What do we got here? We're going to have offense. Oh, we got a blocking foul.
Well, one side of the floor happy with that. The other side extremely unhappy with that.
Yeah.
Couch is going to go to the line to shoot two.
They're going to get Matheny with that foul. His first.
Coach Taylor Lane is really
He's pleading his
really
case
not
hard
happy.
right in front of us.
And, you know, here's the thing. Tough call. We've said for years the block charge call is the toughest call in basketball in live action. It's just a really challenging call to have to make.
1 of 2 at the line for Couch. (13-12) now. 2:28 left before halftime.
BIC with a balanced scoring attack. You look at that board, all 5 starters are on the board as far as points are concerned. So you hadn't had anybody just really step out and do anything crazy, but that's what you want. You want everybody to be involved if you're BIC, and then if you're able to get your 2 going, who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
Riverside, again, Timms has not scored yet, which is very, very rare for this Rebel team, but kudos to BIC defensively.
So baseline drive up and in for Bryce Smith. Gets the and one.
Smith has come in. He has 6. He's got a chance here to push that to 7 and be the game's leading scorer off the bench. Like I said, Smith is he's a fun player to watch. A lot of high energy. Really plays hard. Doesn't care about anything but just winning basketball games, and that's the kind of kid you really want.
Completes the 3-point play, and now a 4-point lead for Riverside. 1:46 left here before halftime. Here's a steal by Riverside, 2-on-1 on the break.
That's a nifty pass.
That was a very nice pass, followed by an even better layup for Bryce Smith, and it's timeout. BIC is a 6-point lead has emerged here with 1:39 left before the half. It's a full timeout. We're going to step aside and take it with them right here on NEA Sports.
National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
It's Austin Reeves, and I'm from Newark, Arkansas. I'm very proud of where I'm from. My family, my friends, my coaches, my teammates, and my community. They helped shape me into the person with a strong work ethic, into a person who believed in themselves, into a person who takes chances, into a person who dared to dream. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
.135 left before half as BIC walks it across half court for their next possession here. Garrett, what do you think Coach Taylor said in that timeout there?
I think he just kind of told them, like, listen, we got to calm down. Like, we had this game tied at 12, just some careless mistakes, really just not taking care of the basketball. Had a break or two maybe not go our way, but going to have to do a good job here of taking care of the basketball and limiting our turnovers. You don't want self-inflicted wounds.
Cash Gillis gets caught for the push there. BIC will inbound. A little bit of pressure in the corner. Now back out front. Three-pointer on the way. No good. And Gillis secures the board.
That's one they really could have used right there.
Yeah, that one could have been big right there. I have to commend the Mustangs on their defensive boards because they are limiting Riverside to basically one shot per possession.
And that's not easy to do because they crash the glass.
especially with the size advantage they have too. Another three-pointer on the way, and Contreras gets that one to go.
Bit of an unfortunate break for the Rebels there as they deflected the pass, had a chance at a break for a layup, but lands back in the hands of Jackson, and he finds Contreras for a good look three.
Got about a 6.5, 7-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Timms for three from the corner, no good.
There's Bryce Smith, he's everywhere.
We have a jump ball, and it's going to stay on this end of the floor with 18.5 left before halftime.
Shot clock is off. Riverside can take the last one if they so choose.
Three-pointer up and in.
It's a big three by Durham there. Pushes it back to a 6-point game.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Gets the layup off and in right at the buzzer to extend the lead to 23-15 as we go to the locker room, and the Rebels will into the half, Garrett.
11-3 run to close that right there. It was 12-12, so that's a big ending last couple minutes, last 2 minutes really of the half for the Rebels to gain a little momentum, like you said, heading into the break.
All right, so we've made it to halftime here. We're going to step aside for a quick break, and we'll be back for a halftime report right after this on NEA Sports.
National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National Bank.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? Hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
Our journey began way back in 1891 with a group of folks who believed that this community deserved a local bank. Well, it's been over 130 years, and we're still the only true community bank in Northeast Arkansas. Our core beliefs in supporting the places that we call home hasn't changed, and it never will. We care about you. We care about our communities, because every journey matters.
If you have to lift, kick, catch, hit, run, pitch, cross over, try again, and again, and again, you need Way-Good. With 15 grams of protein and only 90 calories, the original protein shake on a stick was created to fuel you to victory. Find us online, or if you're ready to refuel today, shoot us an email at coach@way-good.com.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
Milligan Heating and AC works to serve the Northeast Arkansas community in meeting all of your HVAC needs. Give Justin Milligan a call at 870-243-2820.
Whether it's your home or your business, Delta Glass is Northeast Arkansas's clear choice for superior glass products and services. Delta Glass is known for their internally produced insulated glass units, providing quick and precise replacements for most all windows. If you've just completed your dream home or a recent remodel, Delta Glass provides the most sought-after custom shower enclosures and mirrors in the industry. Storefront glazing can create an inviting professional atmosphere for any business facility. Delta Glass specializes in custom design and fabricated storefront systems for all sizes and styles. If you're in need of superior glass products and services that are second to none in the region, call Delta Glass today at 870-520-6290 or visit them on Dan Avenue in Jonesboro.
Today, I'm a nurse practitioner.
I'm a fire chief.
An auto body instructor.
But it all started with a dream.
Classes, homework, and tests have been replaced.
With leading a team of brave men and women.
Caring and healing.
Helping men and women achieve their goals.
And it all started with a spark.
The drive to succeed.
With a passion. Today, I'm a nurse practitioner.
I'm a fire chief.
I'm an auto body instructor.
Thanks to Black River Technical College.
My name is Austin Reeves, and I'm from Newark, Arkansas. I'm very proud of where I'm from. My family, my friends, my coaches, my teammates, and my community. They helped shape me into the person with a strong work ethic, into a person who believed in themselves, into a person who takes chances, into a person who dared to dream. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be a part of the Central team.
Our family has been in the car business for almost 70 years. In that time, a lot of things have changed. One thing that has stayed the same is our commitment to customer service.
At Glen Sains, our inventory is growing every day. Between all of our 4 stores, we'll have 400 units in stock at any given time.
Whether you're looking to buy a GMC, Chevrolet, Buick, or Ford, we look forward to serving you and your family for years to come.
For 50 years, Black River Technical College has offered quality, affordable education to prepare students for the job they want. We're here to help you make a better life for yourself and your family. We're Black River Technical College.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people in all our locations, this is home. Apply online today. It's easy. From our family to yours. Welcome home. First National.
It's hard to get to the top. But how do you stay at the top? hard work every day. Central Dealership has the same philosophy. I'm Austin Reeves, and I'm proud to be part of the Central team.
Our journey began way back in 1891 with a group of folks who believed that this community deserved a local bank. Well, it's been over 130 years, and we're still the only true community bank in Northeast Arkansas. Our core beliefs in supporting the places that we call home hasn't changed, and it never will. We care about you. We care about our communities, because every journey matters.
Back here for the second half of Riverside and BIC. 23, a big momentum swing there right before the halftime buzzer.
Yeah, we talked about it just for a second before we went off the air there. 11-3 run to close the half from Riverside, and that's what they're capable of doing. They like to, they'll play in spurts, and so what you can't do if you're BIC is, like we said, you can't have yourself over, not get possessions, and then turn around and allow Riverside to just run the break and shoot layups. You can't let that happen.
Nobody in double figures for either team, which makes sense with it just being a 23-15 score. But you've got two people on Riverside with 9 points each, and that's Thatcher Durham and Bryce Smith. Leading scorer for Buffalo Island is Leo Contreras with his 2 3-pointers at 6 points.
More of a balanced scoring attack, obviously, from BIC. 18 of the 23 coming from Bryce Smith and Thatcher Durham for the Rebels. So Riverside, with an 8-point lead, and Gillis and Timms has 2. So, I mean, it's hard to keep those guys down just like that. Timms doubles his point total, now has 4, and it's a 10-point lead. So if you're BIC, you got to start efficient here in this third quarter. You're going to have to knock down some shots. You're going to have to do what you did early in this one, first quarter and a half, and that's slow it down, good defense, make sure you rebound, limit to 1 shot.
Well, they were really, really good about controlling the tempo in the first half. 3-pointers no good. Here's an offensive rebound. Still no good. Out of bounds. Let's see. We're going to have a conference here between the officials. I think we're going to have the call overturned maybe. Nope, maybe not. Usually when they come together like that, it overturns. But
yeah, oftentimes that is the case. So maybe a bad break there. Not sure. It was hard for us to tell at our angle who it was off of. So I hate to speculate, but BIC didn't feel like it was, that they touched it last. But just got to, here you got to play good defense. Got to get a stop, go down and have a good offensive possession.
Turn around. Mid-range jumper is good for Daniel Couch.
That's tough right there. That's hard to defend. He's about 6'5", so if he's able to get a little space and elevate over the top, he's got a good enough touch there that's hard to handle.
Lead grows to 12 and looks like it may grow bigger here as the Rebels are running.
Smith starts the second half here. He played really well that first half, so he's going to start in the second half, and I understand that. You're really trying to, get out and run the break a little bit, because if you can extend that lead, it's going to be really hard for BIC to play the same style. They're not as efficient running the basketball the way the Rebels are, so they want to slow it down. So with Smith in the game, they're able to get it out, spread it, run it a little bit more. And he had 9 at half, so hard to keep him out of the game.
Yeah. That's a good look there for Contreras, his first 2-point basket of the game. Kind of stops the bleeding a little bit for BIC.
I told you the other night he had 1 point at halftime against Manila. He had 22 in the second half. So he goes and gets 22 here in the second half.
They're going to flip this game.
They're going to stay in this basketball game for sure.
3-pointer on the way. No good. There's that man again. Comes away with the rebound.
It's a good job of Contreras going after that, making sure they secure that and limit to 1 shot.
Under 5.5 here in the third quarter. BIC looks to cut into this lead. Contreras again,
That's
and
what
there
he
he
does
is
best.
again.
That's what he does best. I'm telling you, I've watched him now a couple years, and that if he's able to get in the lane with that little floater, it's almost like a John Morant type. Now listen, I'm not saying Leo Contreras is John Morant, but the way he plays inside the lane, elevates, shoots that little floater with good touch, and finishes consistently, he's reminiscent of Ja Morant.
Yeah, I could see it with the little floater.
And shifty. You
Yes,
never know where he's going to be.
It's like right there, he's knocking the ball loose right there.
Riverside catches a little bit of a break as the pass was deflected.
I think so.
I think that one could have gone either way.
Yeah. Straight into the post, up, no good. BIC clears. Well, I guess that's a ball don't lie moment right there.
That's what they say. That's what they say. The ball does not lie. So Riverside unable to take advantage of that. Matheny on the three. Almost got it to fall, but he's going to get the foul there. It's Bryce Smith a little too over anxious on the closeout. Matheny's going to go to the line for three here. Chance, it's an 8-point game. He's got a chance now to cut it to 5 potentially.
First free throw's up and in.
Keeping tabs on that national championship game. 7-7 the score if you're tuned in to us and not watching that game. Ohio State threatening. Well, no, they're scoring. 14-7.
It just updated in my head right here.
14-7. Tucker Emery back in the game for the Rebels. Matheny with his third of 3, and that one is good. So Matheny able to knock down 2 of 3 there, cuts it to a 6-point game. I'm sorry, Matheny hit all 3 of those. Yeah, I thought he did, but the scoreboard only said the first 2, so I was unsure.
And they've cut this lead in half here. The lead ballooned up to 12 points, and now BIC has cut it back to 6. There's another drive by Timms.
You can't leave him any room. He's so fast that before you know it, he's going to score. So you're going to have to do a good job of making sure you stay in front of Timms at all times. Contreras with a deep 3 now, Marcus. Rims out.
That's NBA range. Good look. Oh, my goodness.
They're going to call the walk. Coach Campbell not happy with that.
Coach Campbell's not going to be happy with that one.
He wanted a bump. And, maybe there was a little bit of a bump, but Couch, honestly, in a situation like that, it's tough to say. But in that moment, if he's able to put the ball on the floor one time and gain his composure and go up strong, that's ideally what you want to do in that situation. So BIC is going to get the ball back.
Just under 3:30 left here in the third. Riverside with a 7-point lead, but BIC with the ball. 3-pointer on the way is good from the corner.
Alabama said it best. You can't keep a good man down, and you can't keep Kel Gathright down. He's going to hit one eventually, and when he hits one, he's liable to follow with a couple more. 4-point game, 3:13 to play here in the third. Timeout, we're going to take it too. We'll be right back in EA Sports Network.
.313 remaining here in the third quarter, and BIC is on a little bit of a run and has cut that 12-point lead down to 4 here. And it's been done in a few different ways here, Garrett. They've hit a couple threes, they've had some penetration, and they're basically getting the shots to fall for them that didn't fall in the first half.
Well, and that goes a long way. I mean, you're able to knock down shots compared to shots you weren't. You start to see it go in, you gain a little momentum, a little confidence, and good things happen. That's a good turnaround there. Stab hook by Couch. Couch having a nice night. He has 7 now.
Yeah. There's not much you can do with that. When he elevated like that and got that left hand up, not much you could do with it.
It's a good job of closing out there, Riverside, not allowing Contreras to get a good look 10-footer. Dangerous pass.
Very dangerous pass.
They got away with it, but dangerous pass. Riverside likes to run.
Up to Timms. Don't think anybody's going to catch him, and they will not.
Just like that, back to 8.
8 points on the game for Brayson Timms as we approach 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, I'll tell you this, Riverside, though, they have an 8-point lead, and again, Cash Gillis has not found the scoring column, which is extremely rare for the Rebels. So BIC doing a good job. You know, at some point you got to pick, you know, who are you going to try to take away in this one, and they've really keyed on Cash Gillis and prevented him from really getting even many shot opportunities.
Yeah, I only remember maybe a couple of shot attempts for him in the first half. Ten seconds left on the shot clock here for BIC. Long three-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive board cleared, and now they're going to get a foul on Riverside as well. Looks like maybe Gillis again.
It's a strong rebound from Braxton Matheny right there.
Going to get Tucker Emery. That's his second foul. Resets the shot clock. And
just an unforced turnover there. I'll tell you how old I am, Marcus. I played ball against Braxton's dad. That's the stage I'm at right now, where some of these guys that I played high school ball against and stuff, their kids are here already, and that makes me feel really old.
Well, I can do you one better than that. Shot up, no good. Here's Gillis with the offensive board. Battles back up. Doesn't get the points, but he does get fouled. Lane Taylor, that was playing at the Taylor kid from Farmington.
That's at UCA now.
Yeah, I played against his dad.
Yeah, you're old.
I am a little more seasoned than you are. I'll tell you what, his dad could fill it up too.
Yeah, and he can coach.
Yeah, he's a heck of a coach, and he could fill it up, and he was not afraid to tell you about it either.
10-point lead now for the Rebels as Gillis is on the board. 35-25, 1:20 to play here in the third quarter. BIC really needs a bucket here. They need to find a way to cut this, you know, to a 6-8 point game if they can to close the quarter, try to gain a little ground compared to what it was at halftime.
Yeah, they need a bit of a flurry here to close out the third.
That's a good job of Matheny. That's a great job of Matheny. I don't even say good job. He is patient right there, gets the ball, gathers himself, gets Couch off his feet after a couple pump fakes, goes up and is able to finish through the contact now. It's one thing to draw the foul and go to the line. It's another thing to finish the shot.
Daniel Couch on the foul. That's his first. And the three-point play is completed.
Matheny now 4 of 4, I believe, at the free throw line.
That would be correct.
Going to get a reach on Gathright.
And I've got that as his third. We'll see what the scoreboard says here. I may have given him one, goes to somebody else because they're showing 2 on the scoreboard. Gillis, no good, tapped out. Riverside controls it. Good look inside.
That was a nice pass, left-handed pass there by Couch. Good job of Durham making himself available in the soft spot there. No shot clock, BIC. 9-point game, going to be able to take the last one here. Try to cut it to 6 or 7 before the quarter's over.
Contreras is just going to step back and kind of watch this clock wind down. I think they'll probably go with, what, about 5 or 6 left?
Well, they're going to go a little sooner.
They're going a little
Jackson's
sooner than that.
Step into a 3. And it's going to go to the Rebels. So
maybe a little quick on the trigger there?
Maybe here, Riverside going to look to push it. Emery with the ball. And that's going to be off the mark. 4 seconds left there. I think they wanted to try to push it maybe up the floor a little more. But nonetheless, Riverside leads this one, wins that quarter by a point. 9-point game. We will be right back with fourth quarter action. You're watching EA Sports Network. Back here at Riverside, fourth quarter coming your way, 37-28. Riverside leads this one, 9-point advantage. Marcus, what does BIC have to do this quarter to cut into that lead and give themselves a chance late?
Well, it starts here on the defensive end. You've got to get stops. You've got to continue to limit Riverside to one-shot possessions. And then you've got to be smart on your end of the floor and make sure you're getting the best look possible. Almost a turnover there. You see Riverside is content now to kind of slow down and maybe limit the amount of possessions that are left in the game here as shot clock goes under 10. Three-pointer on the way, no good. And there you go, BIC secures the board. And we're going to get a foul. Looks like they're going to get Smith for that one.
Smith wanted the jump ball there, but going to get called for some contact.
You see BIC move it into the front court here as the clock rolls with 7:20 left in the game.
Gathright going to be there. Well,
that's one thing you can't have if you're BIC.
Cannot turn the ball over because Riverside's going to make you pay. They're going to make you pay.
Durham's up to 13 points for the game now, by my calculation.
That's what the scoreboard says, too. You're going to have to play with a little urgency here, though,
yeah,
if you're BIC.
You got to pick up the pace a little bit, and you've got to get some shots to go down.
There it is.
Just like that.
You spoke that into existence. Gathright steps right into rhythm, right into that. It's a good job there. Contreras setting him up, but drawing that defender, giving him another split second and a little bit more room to shoot.
Cuts the lead back to 8 here. 6:35 remaining in the game. And I think at some point BIC is going to have to extend their defense out a little bit. But they have to be careful that they don't leave the lane too wide open. Here's Gillis on a drive, no good. BIC secures the board, and probably hear Coach Lane Taylor saying push, push. Here's another easy one. Junior Vasquez. And it's down to 6.
Yeah, that's a big bucket there, 6-point game. 6 feels a whole lot better than 10 or 11 for sure right now. So one of those things where you've got a couple stops. Can you string together one or two more and a couple good offensive possessions and get this to a one-possession game?
There's Gill. That's the second possession in a row that Gillis feels like he's kind of forced things a little bit.
I think so. He's unable to get into a rhythm tonight.
Yeah.
And so sometimes when that happens and, you're used to being able to get shots and score points and stuff, sometimes you force things, not meaning to necessarily, but you just kind of force bad looks sometimes, and he lost the handle on that shot.
Bucket here would be pretty big. But instead, they're going to get the foul and go to the free throw line. They're going to get Timms on that foul. That's his first, so no foul trouble for Timms right there. That's just his first here in the fourth quarter. First free throw is good. Cuts it to 5.
Well, BIC has really done a good job at the free throw line tonight. Capitalizing when they get there for sure. So that's one thing late in this one if they do get to the line. And now 2 quick fouls on Riverside in this quarter. BIC starts to get to the free throw line. They got to be able to knock those down, and they've done it so far. BIC just play more aggressively. They're all over the floor. So really good job. We're going to get a quick time out there with the ball for BIC Coach Taylor Lane. We're going to throw this in the commercial. We'll be right back with the last 5:07. You're watching NEA Sports Network.
Hey, I'm a nurse practitioner.
I'm a fire chief.
An auto body instructor.
But it all started with a dream.
Classes, homework, and tests have been replaced.
With leading a team of brave men and women.
Caring and healing.
Helping men and women achieve their goals.
And it all started with a spark.
The drive to succeed.
With a passion. Today,
5:07 remaining in the game, and Coach Taylor Lane's BIC Mustangs have cut into this lead and cut it down to 4, and they have possession here What do you got to see from the Mustangs here, Garrett?
Hey, the momentum is definitely on their side right now. Defensively, they're really battling. They got to keep doing that every time down the floor. If they can get a bucket right here and cut it to 2, this is a completely different basketball game. And here's the thing right now, Marcus, and this is dangerous. They believe they can win this game.
And another one.
And right now, Leo Contreras is doing exactly what he did the other night at Manila. He's knifing his way through. He's getting to the rim. He has 14 at this point. So they truly believe on his back and Gathride's shooting ability. They believe they have a chance in this, and Riverside's going to have to find a way to get a bucket.
And this student section that's made the short trip over right behind us has gotten loud. Let's see what Gillis has here. Gillis up, just muscles it in. That's a tough basket right there.
Well, and that's one he needed and they needed for sure. So good job of Gillis finding his way to the rim and able to finish that.
That is his first field goal tonight. He had a couple of free throws, but up to that point he had not hit a shot from the field.
Well, I'm going to say you've been a long time since he's gone 3.5 quarters without hitting a shot.
Ten seconds on the shot clock for the Mustangs here. Three-pointer on the way, no good.
It's not a bad look there from Gaither. I think he may have rushed it just a little, but it's a good job to anticipate, really trying to set his feet. They know a little over 3.5 to play here. They know they got to try to score.
Yeah.
And if he can get a good look, why not?
Well, and he had about 4 seconds on the shot clock, so it was almost to the point of desperation where you have to get something up in the air. Here's Gillis again. Shot is up and in for Bryce Smith. It's another big two-pointer there. Puts it back up to 7.
They counted that as a 3, and I'm not sure that was a 3. That was a 2.
He was a good 3 feet inside the three-point line there.
They gave him 3 for that, but I'm pretty sure that was a 2.
Drive and kick, swinging around. Contreras thought about the three-pointer there. 2 seconds, 1 second. They're not getting. Oh, did he get it off?
They're going to say no.
They're going to say shot clock violation.
They're going to say no, he didn't.
That's a tough possession right there for the Mustangs because they really needed a bucket here as we're inside of 3 minutes remaining in this game. 7-point Rebel lead.
Riverside really needs a bucket right here. Here's what they need. They need to waste some clock one way or the other. You know, even if they don't get a bucket, get a good look shot. If it doesn't go, fine. But they really need to use a little bit of that clock, really limit BIC's because right now the clock is their best friend.
Absolutely.
Timms knocks down a huge 3. That's going to make it a 10-point game.
And you can't let him have that. You've got to. I mean, he hesitated. He's like, do I really want to shoot this? And then nobody come out to pick him up. And so he really had no choice but to put it up. And then here he is with the steal. Loses it. BIC recovers. There's a drive. And they're going to get Timms for the foul, looks like. It's his second. 3 team fouls here in the quarter for Riverside. Puts Xander Jackson on the line. First one is up and in.
9-point game. And it's been right around that this whole game. It's kind of back and forth. BIC just kind of unable to get over the hump. Cut it to 4 there earlier. Just really have not been able to get past that mark. A lot of contact there. Got to expect that though late.
Desperation kicks in, and you're going to see a lot more plays like that with heavy contact. And we've got another foul here on Riverside. I believe they got Couch for that. That's going to be his second. But more importantly, Garrett, that's going to give Xander Jackson a chance to score with no time coming off the clock.
Well, and that BIC, their enemy is the clock. Riverside's best friend is the clock. So anytime you have a chance to score, whether it's 1, 2, 3 points, does not matter. With no time coming off, you got to be able to capitalize. And, hey, I'm not sure. Have they missed a free throw tonight?
I don't think so.
And I'm not trying to jinx them. I know the announcers jinx
I don't think they have.
But they have been money from the free throw line. So what Riverside, and at this point, any foul from here on out is 2 shots for BIC. Riverside going to have to do a good job of cleaning it up defensively and electing not to foul just because. Sometimes you get, there's a call doesn't go your way, and you pick up a retaliation foul, and that can't happen.
And we got a travel call on Gillis, and that's just kind of the way his night has gone tonight.
Yeah.
And you can see the frustration, and I don't blame him. If I'm in his shoes, I'm pretty frustrated at that point as well. 140 exactly left here with BIC coming down, trying to cut into this 7-point lead. And I think you would want to see a little more urgency here.
Well, they have to have a bucket on this possession.
Yeah.
It's a must-have. Doesn't have to be a 3, but they've got to find a way to score on this possession, whether that's at the free throw line. Gathride's 3 on the way, and it's money.
Got it.
That's a big-time shot from a big-time player. That puts them right in the thick of things here. 47-43, 1:17 to play. Timeout. We're going to take it with them. We'll be right back. You're watching the NEASports.
50 years, Black River Technical College has offered quality, affordable education to prepare students for the job they want. We're here to help you make a better life for yourself and your family. We're Black River Technical College.
We are back, 1:17 to play, and what a game, Marcus. This has been a really good one, a really good back and forth. BIC has cut it to 4 multiple times. We kind of alluded to that earlier. Can they get over the hump here? Don't have to foul. A lot of game left. Play a good defensive possession here. Limit them to 1 shot, get a rebound, see what happens. But they just have not been able to get past this 4-point deficit.
Well, and they've turned up the pressure a notch or 2 on defense. We'll see if it pays off. Here's Gillis inside. No. Back up. Second attempt is up. I think is that Couch or Thatcher?
That's Couch that made
Couch.
that one.
And they're going to get Braxton Matheny on the foul.
This is a big free throw here because if it makes this, it's a 3-possession game. It's going to rim out.
No good. 6-point game with 1 minute exactly to play. Contreras pushing it into the front court. Little bump there, no call. That's Contreras.
That's a tough shot.
Tough jumper, man.
He's just so good at that. He truly is so good at that. BIC has 3 fouls to give. They're not in the bonus. Riverside's not in the bonus yet. BIC going to have to do a good job of drawing 2 more fouls.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Marcus. Go for the ball.
Yeah,
if
you've
you're
got to
them,
go
you
for
got to
it.
go for the ball. And if you're Riverside, you got to take care of the ball. You cannot be careless. They're going to be fouling. Take care of the basketball. Make sure you don't turn it over because a careless pass here is 2 points. With the way BIC is playing right now, that's 2 points.
Yeah.
So let's just stay right here. Let's stay right here and talk about it a little bit. Normally we'll take commercial, but this is such a good game. If you're coach Taylor Lane, what are you doing right now? What are you drawing up right now on the timeout? What are you telling your guys from a defensive standpoint?
You're going to bring the pressure right off the inbound. I wouldn't be surprised at all with it. And you're going to flash for the steal immediately. If you don't get the steal immediately, you've got to foul.
Absolutely. Well, you still got a foul to give. I mean, because you're not at that 5 yet. So, you're aggressive here. You try to go get it. If you're able to get it, great. If you're not, you're fouling immediately. Let's set it up again. And same thing. You're following that philosophy back-to-back times here. If you're Riverside, you got to get the ball in the hands of either Thatcher Durham or Brayson Timms, in my opinion, right here.
I agree.
Because you want those guys being the ones that go to the free throw line late in this one, but you also trust their ability to take care of the basketball, make good decisions one way or the other.
And the last thing I'm telling them before I come out of the huddle, if I'm in that Riverside huddle, is to secure the ball. because there's going to be slaps. There's going to be knocks. They're going to be trying to knock the ball loose. You know, it's almost the equivalent of in a football game you tell the guys ball security so you don't fumble. You definitely don't want the basketball equivalent of a fumble right here.
No, you do not.
And then you got a foul right there, see? And you let about 3.5 seconds or so come off the clock.
It could have been worse because you could have not fouled it on. You could have shot a layup. So it's a decent job recovering there to make sure you're still able to foul.
You've got to do it again here.
But you have to do it again. You're almost denying here. They're going to get the ball into Timms. It's a foul immediately.
You see, that's more of what you're looking for there because that took 1 second off the clock. If you're Buffalo Island Central, that's not who you want to send to the line, but you had to foul.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter at that point. Whoever gets the ball, you just have to foul. But if you're Bryson Timms, you got to take your time. You got to use your legs. You're tired. You're frustrated. Things have not gone your way necessarily a lot tonight, so you got a moment, clear your head, and hit your free throws. He's not using his legs. He hasn't used his legs all night.
It's all arms on his shot.
As a shooter, you got to correct. You got to say, hey, take a deep breath. Go back to your rhythm. That's what he does right there and knocks that one through.
Yep.
Good job of that second one recovering. You need to stop here if you're Riverside defensively. No easy buckets. Force them out. Gathright for three, and he's going to get fouled on the three. That's honestly the worst thing you can do because that only wasted 6.5 seconds right there on the play. And now he's going to go to the free throw line where they've not missed all night. He's the best shooter they have, and you're going to put him at the free throw line for 3 shots. It's just, you can't foul in that moment.
First one is up and good.
I know you want to challenge the shot there, but you got to close out. If he knocks it down, he knocks it down, but just challenge it, get out of the way. Now there's no time coming off the clock. Riverside's going to call a timeout. We're going to have one more free throw after the break. We'll go ahead and take a commercial break real quick. When we come back, we'll have the last 28 seconds. You're watching NEA Sports Network.
With great products and exceptional prices, the Farmers Market in Monette continues to prove why it is best to meet all your grocery needs by shopping local. Farmers Market, proudly supporting our student athletes.
Back here at Riverside for the final 28.3 seconds of what I would call a Dick Clay special, a barn burner.
It has been that for sure. Very entertaining game here tonight.
Gaithright back to the line for his final free throw here to see if he can cut it to a 2-point game. And he does so with ease.
Unfazed by the iced timeout for sure. Smith's going to almost get away there on the break. Instead, they're going to wrap him up just in the nick of time. And Smith is going to go to the line for 2.
I have that as his first foul. And that's going to put Bryce Smith on the line for 2. And I know I bring this up every game that I do, but this is where I really don't like the automatic 2 shots.
I don't either. I said this the other night. I'm just not a fan. As a truist.
Yeah.
The 1-and-1 adds an element of pressure and makes it more exciting, in my opinion.
I agree. 24 seconds left. The Mustangs got to hurry here if they want to get a chance at this one. Scramble for the ball. Timms is going to break away for a layup. Up and in, and I believe that'll be a dagger, Garrett.
I think so.
6-point lead with 13.2 left. And you've got to commend the way that these Mustangs battled back, but you also have to commend the way Riverside, when it got to a certain point, they said, okay, enough. And they kind of put their foot down, and it looks like this last 2 points there by Timms is going to be the dagger. 6-point lead with 13.2 remaining. I'm not saying it's impossible.
Right.
But, you know, you're in Powerball ticket territory now.
Well, this has been this is the kind of game I said on the onset that BIC wanted. They wanted
Yes.
lower scoring. If they can keep it in the 40s and 50s, they have a legit chance, and they've had that all night long. Riverside wanted to push the tempo. They've been frustrated. Things have not gone their way as far as, making shots, getting out, running the break, doing all those things. BIC has controlled so many aspects of this game, and so to have a chance here, right there at the end, that's kind of a tough one. In a 4-point game, had a chance to cut it back to maybe 2 or 1-point game. Anything can happen, but Timms with a heads-up move just is so fast. You're just not going to catch him in the open floor. He's able to kind of, you don't want to say ice it, but almost ice it. It may not be in the freezer, but it's in the refrigerator.
Yeah, it's definitely in the refrigerator. Timms is so quick.
He's the quickest kid I've ever seen in Riverside history, and I mean that. Like,
he is, and he's at full speed in about 2 steps.
Yeah, he gets away from you in a hurry. Contreras going to get it up the floor quickly.
Yeah,
he's got
too
to
much
look
time.
to go. 5 seconds, just not going to be enough.
Yeah, that's going to do it.
Yeah, that'll be the game.
Last foul here. Looks like Xander Jackson, and it's kind of salt in the wound at this point for the Mustangs.
Well, hey, you know what it is, though? It's frustrating, and you hate that. I know. But if you're BIC, when you walk into that locker room, off this floor, out to the bus, wherever that may be, hey, we had them on the ropes.
Yeah.
We can play with them.
At their place,
and that's their thought. You know what I mean? Late in the year, you want to get better, and their record is not indicative of who they are and how good they can be. And so, yes, this one's a tough one, stings a little bit, but they can hold their head high and say, hey, moving into this postseason, we almost had them. And Riverside's got to say, hey, listen, we're going to have to bring it every night. We're going to have to play a little bit better. BIC had potential right there. I don't want to say we consider it lucky to have escaped, but almost, because they gave us all we wanted and then some tonight. So Riverside's got to clean some stuff up, do a better job of with the intensity, making shots early and trying to get into their style of play, especially as this year goes on.
55-48 is your final. Riverside takes the win and stays undefeated in 2A3 conference play. That's going to put a wrap on things for tonight. We're going to be back with you tomorrow night. We're going to be in Lawrence County and the boys game. I believe that's a 4-game night. I got a text from Ryan earlier today saying that was a 4-game night. So I think we're going to have 2 tomorrow night. We're going to have the girls and the boys game tomorrow night. Walnut Ridge and Hoxie, another rivalry showdown. And that's going to do it for tonight. 55-48, your final. Put a wrap on things for Garrett Weaver. I'm Marcus Carlton. You've been watching NEA Sports coverage of high school hoop.